2022 Land Cruiser and Tundra powertrain official numbers have been leaked. Grab your snacks and drinks and buckle in. Guys, yesterday Toyota teased the Tundra. It's big, it's wide, it has those extra LEDs on the front to be legal because it's so wide here in the United States, designated for Raptor-like vehicles. Guys, we're talking about off-road sort of Tundra that we've been just dreaming about for years, ever since the Raptor, and now the TRX, the T-Rex have been crushing it. We know what kind of engine's going to be going into it, and over at Instagram, we're at Land Cruiser Updates. The Land Cruiser is going to be unveiling. We're going to talk about Land Cruiser a lot today, as well as the Tundra, because they are on the same platform. They on TNGA-F platform vehicles, and they are really like brothers from another mother. They're going to be so similar in so many ways. Unfortunately, we are not going to be getting the Land Cruiser here, but we will be getting the Sequoia, and the Sequoia will, in theory, could be more like the Land Cruiser than ever before, now that it's sharing the same platform. So yeah, it's kind of sad that Land Cruiser is gone, but we'll have an American-made Sequoia that in theory should also be very similar. Don't forget, we're also getting the Lexus variant of the Land Cruiser, the LX 600. But here we are, we're over at Land Cruiser 300 Instagram. Look at these power numbers. Now, this is an all-new diesel engine. We're not, it's very unlikely we'll ever see this ever in the United States. It's very sad. I'm sure so many truck buyers for Toyota would love to have diesel engines. It would be amazing. So all these numbers are in kilowatts, they're in Newton meters, they're metric, and we're going to convert these. And you see a little bit of a power variance on the diesel. My theory is that that's really going to depend on the quality of the diesel. My experience with diesels is not nearly as extensive as with petrol or gasoline. So if you guys can better explain these variances in power and torque other than fuel quality, let me know. But let's break down these kilowatt numbers in the spreadsheet. And we also have more information other than just power numbers and power figures today for the Land Cruiser and Tundra. So make sure to stay tuned after we break down the spreadsheet. So let's start with the twin turbo V6, the V35A FTS. This will be a differently tuned variant than the engine we see in the LS 500 from Lexus. 305 kilowatts is 409 horsepower. 650 newton meters of torque is 479 pound-feet of torque. That is a ton of torque coming out of this twin turbo V6. Very excited for it. But we know that the Land Cruiser and the LX and the Tundra, as well as the Sequoia, will have hybrid variants, maybe plug-in hybrid eventually as well. So I updated the figures on the right, these hybrid turbo V6 options. Now, I think this is the most likely one because Toyota is so conservative. So they're going to put a small electric motor between the twin turbo V6 and the 10-speed auto. 10-speed auto has been confirmed. We'll talk about that in a little bit. A smaller electric motor like the Ford F-150, just 50 horsepower and 100 pound-feet of torque. In addition, so we're getting roughly, when you lose a little bit of efficiency in this system, it's around 95+% efficiency when you combine the gasoline engine with the electric motor. So we're talking 440 horsepower or 328 kilowatt, and this is minimum, guys. This is minimum, and we're talking 550 pound-feet of torque or 746 newton meters. Now, this more aggressive option over here is probably for a plug-in hybrid, more than likely, but we have to wait to see. I think we'll learn more about this hybrid setup shortly, fingers crossed. And I don't expect a hybrid to be launched with the Land Cruiser or the Tundra, but I hope I'm wrong, especially on the Tundra. So if we take the more aggressive, possibly plug-in hybrid Tundra, we're looking at almost 500 horsepower, 489 horsepower, and 652 pound-feet of torque. Now we're hearing estimates of 30 miles per gallon. I think that's a little lofty. I think 25 miles per gallon is more realistic, but we'll have to wait to see, of course. Time to talk about the new 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 turbo diesel and 10-speed auto as well. Now the variance is anywhere from about 300 horsepower to 340 horsepower. and the pound-feet of torque from about 515 or so to about 555 pound-feet of torque, somewhere within there, plus or minus a few pound-feet of torque. So that is a massive amount of torque on that twin-turbo diesel. And then we're looking at hybrid. This is conservative, by the way. More than likely well over 600 pound-feet of torque and getting close to 400 horsepower. So pretty darn exciting for you guys in the world that get that amazing new diesel engine. But we're not done there. We got more things to talk about. Back to Land Cruiser 300. The ZX Petrol model will be available earlier than all the other models, and we've been seeing confirmation of this. All the leaked and spy shots recently of the production version of the Land Cruiser have been the ZX model. So that doesn't come as a surprise. Orders for the new generation Land Cruiser 300 will open on Wednesday, 21st of April 2021. So they've already started taking orders for that new Land Cruiser. And just an update, images are not available until May 2021, end of May. So that's when I expect the embargo to end. Now looking at the colors, guys, this is just for the Land Cruiser, but good chance that some of these colors will also transfer to the Tundra. And a lot of them are carryover colors, but if you look, we got some brand new ones at the very bottom here. Avant-Garde Bronze Metallic and Moonlight Ocean Metallic. And the ones with the asterisks are customer order only. So we haven't seen these colors yet, I don't believe. Most of the ones we've been seeing are white or the Glacier White or possibly the Classic White. Actually, no, we haven't seen the Classic White because that is on the GR Sport model. You can see the trim codes for the different packages as well as colors. And then this marketing bulletin for South Africa came out as well. And this is where we get the confirmation not only of the engines, but the 10-speed automatic transmission. I'm assuming down here, this is what, I'm not sure what RTD stands for, if you guys can help me out with that. But I'm guessing July would be the first delivery, maybe retail to delivery would be my guess. So we're looking July for the Land Cruiser. Tundra is probably much later this year. I'm expecting November or so, but I hope I'm wrong on that. Hopefully it's earlier. And this image came up for the Tundra. Yesterday we got the teasers, right? So they doctored the image up a little bit. Cleaned it up as best as they could, as well as put the Toyota in there. I used all the photoshopping skills that I had. I couldn't get an image nearly this clean, and I don't think the Toyota logo was recoverable from the image, so I think they imposed that on here. But regardless, this is going to be very close to what it looks like. You can just see the overall outline of the grille. Kind of reminds me of like a manta ray. The teardrop headlights, the large bulges of the new hood. Remember, this is a very wide model. It could be a new TRD Pro model. It could also be the new patented name for Toyota, which is called Trail Hunter. We haven't seen Toyota use it yet for a production vehicle. So I just feel like the TRD Pro needs to stay the way it is, and Toyota, if they're going to have a wide Raptor fighter, TRX fighter, they need to have a new name for it, in my opinion. So I think TRD Trail Hunter would be pretty badass to sit above the TRD Pro. But what do you guys think about that? Are you excited for this new twin turbo V6? I know a lot of you are disappointed that the V8 is gone. That's just the way of the world. You can thank the worldwide governments for cracking down on emissions and enforcing things to change better or for worse. But 410 horsepower roughly and 480 pound-feet of torque roughly for the new Tundra and Land Cruiser, and that's just the starting point. As we know, there's going to be hybrids, plug-in hybrids, more than likely fully electric after everyone else is coming out with their fully electric pickup truck. But that's okay. Toyota sits back, they wait, they strategize, see how they can do it better, and they find ways to make more money out of their products than anyone else. So guys, I'll end it there. I'm excited for Land Cruiser and Tundra, new TNGA-F platform. And this is just the springboard for the new 4Runner, the Sequoia, the Hilux, the Tacoma, and I'm sure I'm missing something in there, but the Prado and the Lexus GX, there you go, and the LX. So there's just so many body-on-frame vehicles coming for Toyota in the next few years that are on this platform. Guys, it's exciting times if you're a truck Toyota fan. I'll end it there. Subscribe for more Japanese Korean auto news, especially updates on the Tundra and Land Cruiser. Smash the like button if you haven't. I'll see you in the next video, and peace out.